I can work off the Roll20 character sheet for this one.
Okay. If you would like to work off the Roll20 character sheet, you are more than welcome to. I'm just gonna do a stream intro. Again, you know, I do not have like this is not Critical Role. We're just, you know, this is Dungeon Dummy. I'm a very klutzy dungeon master, and this is a brand new game, and we want to get it some publicity. So we'll cut through this. So for rolling, there's 2 ways to roll in Roll20 without having a character sheet in there. I can build you a character sheet if you didn't import one, or I can throw one in there. Did you bring one in, or no?
Yeah, I've got one in.
Okay, so you can roll off the character sheet. That's the typical way that I do it. You can also do manual rolls, I guess I was gonna say, but if you've got a sheet in there, you're good to go. So
okay.
Yeah. So are a lot of you all doing fantasy grounds, things like that?
No, I don't do fantasy ground.
Okay.
I absolutely love fantasy grounds.
Well, some people are diehard fantasy grounds people. Let's see. Give me one more sec. I'm trying to see if I can.
No, I appreciate the fact that Roll20 is free to use for everybody, and then you just get into the problems of being able to import and stuff like that if they're not.
Mm-hmm. There's been a lot of we've overcome a lot of those obstacles. Is all I was going to say. It is a little bit less friendly for moving characters around than Fantasy Grounds, but yeah, there's some workarounds. The other big thing is there's a lot of really techie people that monkey with the APIs and do these really cool effects. You'll see a lot of big Roll20 players throw in little GIF scripts into their attacks so that all their attacks have different animations and stuff.
Yeah, and then I just scroll up because they annoy the crap out of me.
Mm-hmm. They annoy me too, and they also slow down Roll20 a little bit for those on slower systems, but all the same, I like the concept. So everybody's set. Anything else to do? I'm gonna probably need to introduce myself here.
You gotta import my guy still.
Oh, okay. Do you need help with that?
I know how to do it. I just need the Roll20 room.
Oh, sure. Hold on one sec here. I wasn't looking at the chat here. So who is this again?
Who is it? It's a Birdman.
Birdman. Okay, one sec here. Let me get that for you. Sorry I was being so coy with these links. It was more the way that Jeremy, the organizer, been playing it, so.
Oh, hell yeah, music.
Now, what I really appreciate though about Fantasy Grounds is it really reduces when I run. Like, I only run on Fantasy Grounds. It reduces my cognitive load when I'm DMing, because as long as everybody's got their stuff set up right, which there is a much higher learning curve for Fantasy Grounds, and I totally accept that. But if everybody's got all their stuff set, then combat just flows.
Do you know the? Oh, go ahead. Keep going. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, and I was just going to cite the example that I use is, so if you've got if you're fighting a shadow demon, and the paladin hits it with their magic weapon and then smites, if they have everything set up, well, it's going to automatically take half damage. Or let's say they don't have a magic weapon. That's that's the better example. They don't have a magic weapon, but then they smite. Well, it's automatically going to half the weapon damage, but then it's going to double the radiant without you having to just remember, oh, that's right, I've got to do that, and it just does it. And whereas Roll20, it's not really reducing the DM's cognitive load at all.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you there, and that sounds heavenly. the only thing that prevented me from being a Fantasy Grounds user, I actually met Jeremy Hochhalter when I was living in Colorado for a year, and I didn't know anyone there. I just moved there to try out the town I moved to, and I started gaming with this group, and now Jeremy is a writer of Adventures League Adventures, and so I moved away from Colorado, and they were like, "Oh, we still play on Fantasy Grounds," and I'm like, "That sounds great." I had never heard of this sort of thing, and at that time I was working for Apple, and so everything I owned was Apple, and unless I wanted to run it in Wine and jump through all these hoops, I wasn't able, at least at the time, to play it on Mac. So I just got really into playing Roll20 because I was fascinated by the idea of playing online. So
I imported Noxus.
okay, I gave you access, I think, or I gave everyone access. I'm not using dynamic lighting on this one. Actually, when I was building this, I literally made a YouTube video just about how to build a Roll20 map in the laziest way possible. So if you're interested in how to, barely read the adventure and just kind of slap something together, not that this adventure isn't good, I did read it eventually, but when I was making it, I was panicking that I didn't have enough time. So I slapped it all together in, if I wasn't like ranting and showing people, what was that?
It's all good.
Yeah. So anyway, anyone need any more character assistance? We're gonna do obviously some intros. I'll figure out who's who of the in the characters. Looks like all of you have changed your Roll20 names over to your characters. Birdman, if you could do that too, I'll be able to remember who's who. And I'll be probably calling you all by your character names, and you'll just respond to that. So.
Is now a good time to let you know that there's no moat in the sky? I think that's how I say it.
Yeah, so like an earth moat, is that what you mean?
Yes, I have a story award on a tier 3 character that I believe interacts weirdly as I have it, the player, but it changes whenever I play another one of the tree games.
I believe you are right. Let me take a look at this really quick.
Because I was actually scheduled to play this up at BCon in Denver a couple weeks back.
Yes, this is going to greatly affect the adventure. So I will, when that time comes, there will be a very different setup to things than I had assumed. But, doesn't matter. I'm pretty much used to doing everything on the fly anyway. So
yeah, I was supposed to play this and the second one that I signed up for tomorrow. I was really happy to see that they were offering it. But the morning that we were supposed to play, the DM didn't show. So I got to play some Season 8 stuff instead. But I was super keen when I saw these were offered, so I jumped in there.
I'm going to need to turn up everyone's audio because I doubt the stream can hear you, although they aren't saying anything. So I'll just crank you up a little bit, and then I'm going to do an intro. Any more character stuff or questions, any big storyline stuff to point out?
This is Renee. The only difference here that I noticed on my notes that I had off the character sheet is he was the variant human, so +1 on a couple, and then a feat, and that feat is Magic Initiate, and I chose Guidance and Shillelagh.
Got it. Yes, so that sounds about right. Are you? I'm going to sound like a noob here, but aren't you supposed to have a level 1 spell as well that you can cast as a ritual? I forget. That's Ritual Caster. Never mind.
Okay.
Well, you get a level 1 spell, but it's once per long rest.
Got it.
Oh, then let me look at it. I thought it was two zeros. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
okay.
it's 2 cantrips and 1 first level spell that you can cast once per long rest.
Okay.
Being a wizard or being a druid, you'll probably choose Goodberry.
Well, he is a monk.
Right,
And,
but he chose ritual, or what's it, magic initiate, and he obviously selected druid, as there's no other Venn diagram that does both shillelagh and guidance.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, true.
That is good to get your friends off the ground. You just kind of give them some nom-noms. Okay, I'm gonna just do a little bit of an intro, kind of get us warmed up then, just so we can get rolling, okay? So my name is Spencer. I go by the handle Dungeon Dummy on Twitch. I focus on improv and comedy, but in this game, I'm gonna try not to be too cartoonish, just out of respect for the material. But for the most part, it is just kind of like the games you played in high school with me. Other than that, I've been playing on Roll20 for a couple years now. I've been streaming for about a year. I used to DM every single day online, and I've really tapered it back. Now I pretty much just play with one group once a week, and then occasionally do things like this. So I'll just call you out by your character's name. Really, because I do in-game character development that goes very quickly. You don't have to tell me much. I just want everyone to know what you are. So even if you're level 1, I'm gonna ask you a question that you'll be like, I don't know, but just try to answer it. So Althea, what is your kind of race class combo, and what's the coolest thing your character can do, in your opinion?
So I am a high elf rogue that can cast chill touch.
Okay, that's awesome. Very, very, very useful for certain circumstances. Titan, what about your combo, and what's the coolest thing you can do?
Titan Chainbreaker. The coolest thing you can do, well, first he's a level 4 Battle Master. The coolest thing he can do is probably jump rope while not having a jump rope for very long.
Okay. So, a jump rope. I've never seen that before, so I'm about to be surprised. And is it Aolfi or Iolf?
Aoife.
Aoife. Okay. I do my best. That's probably some sort of. It's probably a reference or a classical name that went right over my head. So.
No, it's just an Irish name.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Eve is a human ranger rogue, and I guess you want the coolest thing she can do.
Yep, the coolest thing she can do.
Well, the coolest thing she can do she never gets to do, but basically, she's a monster slayer, so my favorite ability is always to be just, hi, I opened the monster manual, and, just know things.
Right, that is cool. You never know. I mean, there's always, one thing about me is I say yes more than no, but, it's kind of the rules of improv. It's yes and or yes but. I have to contribute something too. Or sorry, no but. Duh. So, if I say no, I have to contribute something, because otherwise the story moves nowhere. Anyway, I saw your character sheet. That's totally my type of character. Not that all of you, I checked out those that were in here early, and it all looks great. I was actually interested in Draft, who's up next. Draft, tell me about your character and what's the coolest thing they can do.
So, Draft is an Air Genasi that recently, I guess she's on her way right now to Waterdeep. So, she, to partake in what she's hearing about is one of the greatest heights of all time. But she's taking a short stop here by the Moonsea. And being an Air Genasi, she can hold her breath for a very, very, very very, very long time.
That is true. Man, it's too bad we're not playing Spelljammer.
But she identifies as a rogue. And
Okay.
she is she spent her youth cat burglaring for showing off to her friends, not really doing it to steal, but doing it just to prove that she was the best in her little gang of genasi that she ran with. But so now she's off for the big score, as it were.
Got it. Okay, well, all of you rogues and, kind of scoundrels will, fit right in. Flan definitely has a reputation these days. Okay, and then Aloysius. I'm so bad with fantasy names.
No, it's okay. Actually, my thing is that I pick very difficult names to pronounce, only because in game I want the table to naturally decide on what they're going to call me collectively. So for you guys, if you don't try to pronounce my name, whatever might happen, just call me something.
That's fine.
And then maybe that'll end up being his nickname in the future on future games.
I definitely do that. If someone has a name like yours, I'd be like, okay, you're up next, Aloe Vera, and I'll try to get them to see if they can recognize their own name with my nickname. So
I may not settle on aloe vera, but
what's your character's details and coolest thing you can do?
You see a human, Turami, which is the darker complected human subrace. He is wearing just normal clothing, nothing special about it, very nondescript. If he's walking down the street somewhere, Waterdeep or wherever else, you'll pass him right by and not even remember he was there, which is actually what he was trained to do in a history that he doesn't reveal to anybody. And actually I'd gone to a place to try to forget that. So now he is out and about again. You see or from time to time you'll see him take out a prayer book in the morning. But the coolest thing he can do is he can enchant his staff and use that with more devastating ability than what a normal staff can do.
Yeah, you can turn it into like a crazy magical lightsaber made of nature juice. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome.
I have one quick question
Sure.
on Goodberry. It says you could have, did it say 10 or up to 10?
It is 10. Yeah, I
okay,
mean, I guess
and
you
can
could choose to make less, but
No, I just didn't know if I had to roll a d10 for it. But sometimes I flash back to 3.5. So with that, can a person take more than one? Because it says it can provide nourishment for 1 day, but that doesn't mean they can only take one per day.
Yeah. You're not going to get like overstuffed. It's just,
Okay.
You're not going to have a weird Goodberry hangover or anything like that.
Okay, all right.
Although that would be an interesting thing for us to improv. So never say no to something great. Noxus, what is your character's deal, and what's the coolest thing you can do?
I have a copper dragonborn divine soul. He is a descendant of a Bahamut and a chosen of Mistra, and the coolest thing he can do is cast sorcerer and cleric spells.
Now, being like a chosen of Mistra is like a huge deal. Now I'm not saying it's not the case, because we all know that legends are made kind of quietly, and you're kind of chosen for big things, and you have to live up to that. So if that's the case, bring it on.
Yeah, man, I'm here to stop anyone trying to use magic for evil purpose.
Okay. Well, that's pretty much the way Dungeons and Dragons is. They should just call it bad wizard time.
Right.
So anyway, great. Well, we're gonna kind of get started. So I'm gonna move us over to the good old Moonsea. Yeah, this one's taken right out of the adventure, but don't worry, we got some color maps coming up. So, it looks like... I just need one moment here. Gonna turn off that looping track really quick. Beautiful. All right, so we start with a cold open. There are maybe little credit intro scenes of all of you doing something cool, that cool thing that you described. Maybe it's to a goblin's face. Maybe it is kind of a flash to season 5, and this is like a Netflix series where they took, the cooler opening from a later season and inserted it into an earlier season of the show. But this is, season 1. Maybe it's like season 2, or a couple of you have already been doing cool stuff. But anyway, you start in Flan. Those of you that had been a little bit thievy had, met up with the Welcomers, a well-known thieves guild in Flan. You have been told that there is a very eccentric gnome that is hiring adventurers to go on a journey. Now, we all know that in Adventurers League right now, money is kind of a weird subject. So, we just assume that all it's going to make sure is that you're able to, eat the next day, maybe go out and have some fun. Right now, we're all working middle class, and this is the job. So those of you that are less thievy, you've heard that rumors that there is some sort of corruption that has been happening in the forest. Now, it seems to have waned slightly due to the presence of some adventurers that have been going into the forest, but there's still some after effects within the Quivering Forest. So those of you that are looking to just get into a fight, do the right thing, maybe protect a foolhardy gnome tinkerer that is would otherwise just travel into the forest alone when there is danger there, might be there to protect him, or to investigate rumors of people that are sick in the village to the north, Throndarin. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Awesome.
This gnome tinkerer might be able to create a contraption to help my thieving.
That's true, but most likely it would just be, some sort of toy. Who was the copper dragon?
I was.
Okay. I heard that you were quiet, so I'm just turning up your audio a skosh. Good. Okay. Anyhow, dun 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 dun, cold open. We smash cut to a dark, gloomy, overcast sky with just a full moon peeking out, and we hear a voice cry out from the swamp saying, "It's not over. I don't care what they think they've accomplished. It's not over. Keep finding them. Keep tainting. I won't be released." And you hear several voices kind of echo out at once saying, "Yes, Master, of course." And you see lights popping in the darkness, as if spells are being cast in a circle. And there is a glowing symbol in murky water. And the camera pans back up to the moon, and we pan back down to all of you wandering through a darkened forest road that is overcast from the large oak trees of this ancient forest. It's been a lot of trouble here, and I'm going to be spending a lot of time here this week. So, do any of you have any fun rumors about Flan or the Quivering Forest? You're in character now. Do your thing. You're walking along the road with this gnome tinkerer.
Is it starting to get dark, like dark, or is it just like sunset?
The trees in here are just enormous, and there's always a dense fog in this forest, so it's just overall dark. It's rainy as well. In fact, just to kind of give you, I'll put in some rain sounds as you go, but yeah, it's rainy and overcast, essentially.
I cast light on my metal quarterstaff.
Okay, it's a little bit more cheerful now. Yeah.
And I put my cowl on. You know, the rain is dripping, so I got my cowl on, my robe.
Well, I know Draft has heard some rumors about the maimed Virulence's children running around the quivering forest.
Okay, so there is indeed a great history here. You're walking down the road, and you are talking with the gnome. He says, "Oh, I've been taking supplies from Flan to Throndarethan for it must be 50 years now." He's whipping these tiny mules, these like undersized mules that look very fat and well fed. It's proven uneventful so far, but the air grows heavier as you make your journey deeper into the forest today. Now I know that our monster hunter has a pretty high passive perception. Does anyone have over a 17? No? I'm gonna take that as a no. Okay. Oh gosh, I forgot your name. Aoife? Aoife.
Yeah.
So Aoife, you stop for a moment as everyone keeps walking and you listen. Up in the air, you hear the sound of breaking and snapping branches, and then a thump, thump, thump on the ground up ahead of you.
Do I hear just a single set of thumping, or?
No, you hear multiple thumps, several thumps.
Several. Okay. Well, I hold my hand up and try to get everyone's attention, I guess. I guess I didn't really get around to prearranging any signals with everyone, so...
Well,
I guess I'll just call it out.
You have been traveling together for a while. I'm sure that you feel close to these people. Does anyone have... is anyone proficient in insight here? Other than Aoife?
I am.
Okay.
I am.
So the two of you kind of sense tension, and you look back, and you see her standing there listening. You don't hear anything else, Aoife.
Is there any indication as to the direction the sounds are coming from?
They're coming from probably, many feet ahead of you. Now you can get closer, but you could also make a perception check now. It's not too dark, but the sound seemed to come from the tree tops.
From above us?
That's right. Yeah, you particularly had heard the snapping of the branches. Or, I guess Aoife did.
Okay, so something big's coming. Or well, high up.
I'm going to try and take cover and hide, just in case something comes this way. I can get the drop on it.
Okay.
We've been together for a while. I guess I got an gauge of who I'm with. I'm getting the sense it's not exactly the most heavily armed and armored sort of group I'm with. Apart from Titan.
I feel that they're fair. I mean, there are 6 of you after all. So
yeah,
it does
Actually, do not.
Whoopsie! I keep dragging.
I know
out the
I'm
same
better
code.
from a distance.
I can
Okay.
I can always token you all up as we go.
Well, because Eve has always been the sort that she'll step up to the front if she has to, and she'll shoot from the back if the front gets crowded. So
Oh,
since
okay.
with this group, she's not sure, so she's gonna go up and go ahead and strap on a shield
Okay.
for this crew for now. We'll see
And
what happens.
so as you move closer, has anyone made a perception check yet? Feel free to do so if you're looking around, which it sounds like you are. Excellent. Very good rolls. All right, I am just going to grab something for Noxus, just so that Noxus doesn't feel totally left out here with no token. Well, just one moment here. Oh gosh, I've got one. Imagery is important, but it's not so important that I need to have a token. All right, I'm gonna give up on this quest for a token. I've definitely made a Dragonborn Sorcerer before in Roll20 for a pre-gen, but it is not
No big deal,
appearing here
anything
for
works.
me. All right, sounds good. Yeah, you can always, we can give you like a, you know, a random thing, like an orc. There we go.
That works. It's like a copper band around it. That works.
Sure, why not? All right, there we go. I've tied that token to you. All right, everybody. It looks like I did throw in two of one character. Everyone is out here. So, draft. And
I can't click my token.
that would be very important. Hold on one sec here. All right. There you go.
Wrong name.
My bad. I forgot. Sorry, y'all. I should have coached y'all a little bit more on this. So hold on just one sec here. Because I am not a capable enough human being to get all that done. But we're done with that now. Anyhow, as I was saying, draft. You listen through the rain, kind of tapping into your affinity to water. And you can see up ahead that there are bodies lying in the road. Bodies with wings.
I will whisper to my companions. I think I got some bodies up ahead. Be on your guard. What felled them may still be around, my friends. And Draft will look for a place to hide.
Yeah, I'm also gonna try and hide somewhere if we can.
All right. The bodies lay there as you're all either taking weapons out or hiding or both. And as you get to about where you are right now, you see them start to stir, and they will come up from the ground, which I'm certain is a sign that some of you may, want to at least be in initiative, if not doing something. This is Dungeons and Dragons after all. So I'd like for you all to roll initiative with me as these bodies begin to stand. I have 2 level 4 players and 4 level 1s, is that correct?
I'm level 1, yes.
Level 1 here too.
I'm also level 1.
Okay. Got it. Just checking. No hard mode for you. Maybe if you had your 7th player. Oh,
Well, we're just
just showed up.
average.
someone.
Just average with that.
Yeah, someone just wandered into the room.
Yeah, actually, this is Giba or Gary. My bad. I just
Gary?
got back from work. Yeah.
Oh, were you? Oh, okay. So you were on the list. Okay, gotcha. Well then, we'll get into getting you into the game. Do you need help getting into Roll20 as we're doing kind of some initiative rolling?
Yeah, I'm already in Roll20. I tried to. It says launch game. I saw the little button right there.
Yeah, go ahead and hit launch game. And then, have you used Roll20 before?
I have not.
Okay, so I'll show you how to make a roll. Are you using a paper character sheet?
No, but I'm on. I'm using my D&D Beyond.
Ah, okay, great. I can show you how to roll with D&D Beyond. Yeah, go ahead and jump into the game. I see you there, Gary. So, Gary, what you want to do first is click the gear in the upper right corner where the menu is. And where it says display name, I want you to change that to your character name. So just first and foremost, so that we know what to call you, even if we're not, not everything's fully in there. We want to make sure, we at least have kind of that. Do you see where that is?
No, I do not.
Okay, so right now you should be seeing a chat on the right side of the screen. You can see there's some roles that have shown up there for initiative.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I see that.
So above the chat, there are some icons. One of them is a gear or a cog, you might call it. You see that?
No, I see that, yes.
Yeah, so click that, and then you'll see display name. Go ahead and change that to your character name so that I don't forget what to be calling you during this. Faded. Oh.
Yes.
All right. Party animal. All right, so next for die rolling, I'll show you the easy method, although it gets harder and harder the more you have to use it. On the left side, there are some other tools, some icons there, okay?
I see that.
There's one that looks like a D20. Go ahead and click that.
Clicked.
And then you'll see that there is the advanced roll option. There's some drop downs here, so you can, that's going to default to a D20. You can, for the plus, you can throw in a number, and for that, you're going to throw in your initiative. Can you tell me what character you're playing?
I'm playing a monk.
A monk, I see. Okay, let me grab you. It's gonna be generic. Are you a human?
No, I'm a wood elf.
You're a wood elf,
Getting
okay.
a +3 to my initiative.
Initiative, great. So you can click the D20 symbol in that little menu I showed you, and that should also just roll a flat D20, and I can just throw you in.
Okay.
Now, does that die roller look fairly easy to use?
Oh yeah.
All right, because you can also type in the chat / I think it's /, yeah, / and then type in the word roll space. You'd write in D20 and then plus and then whatever you're adding to it, and that's how you roll in Roll20. All right. I'll work on finding a token here and not wasting all my time on that. But it looks like you got a total of 5, you lucky devil, you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we all, we all appreciate that. I will, for now, use this Macho Man Randy Savage plushie doll that I used in a previous game for you.
I like it.
Hold on just one second here. There you go. So I'm just throwing in a name so that we can all remember that you're Macho Man Randy Savage. Okay. Moving is just like any other game. If you all will see there's another tool that will give you a ruler for space. You're kind of far away because you're popping out of the carriage. That's what you get for being late. I'm so sorry.
That's fine. I was taking a nap.
You were sleeping in the back of the carriage as all of your friends are readying weapons. Okay, let me give you a turn. Let me pull out the initiative tracker. Let me roll for my enemies. All of these things must happen. I will get onto my email right after this and coach my game tomorrow on every aspect of what would make their lives easier. Okay, so we have your initiative. Let me get my little Flappy Friends initiative. Just to give you some background, you're traveling with a gnome that is delivering supplies to an ancient elven village to the north of Flan. Suddenly, the ranger heard snapping of branches from overhead and thuds. You came across some bodies. The bodies are standing up, and depending on the initiative now, we'll see how you react to such things. They do look corpsey. There are bones sticking out of their bodies. That's clear enough, particularly for those of you that, you know, rolled above a 10 on perception, which was most of you. But they are going to go first. They did very, very well. So it's my time.
My character is not in the initiative order.
Perfect. So what is your character's name again?
I am Althea.
Althea. Wonderful. Let me get you in here really quick. Ah, there you are. You moved. All right. So to roll initiative in Roll20, you'll click your token, whatever represents you, and then you'll roll initiative, but I'm going to add in your turn just to... Oh, it looks like you just clicked it.
I just sent it.
All right,
yeah.
That's fine. I'll just rearrange that. There we go. We'll just use that. That's fine. Anyhow, anybody else? Did anybody else get missed or anything? You know, you all might not be in there. I can give you the roll that you had if you're not showing up in there. It looks like... I'm just trying to see who is not in there. Do you see the turn order tracker now? No?
Yes, I do.
Okay, wonderful. So now that you see the turn order tracker, do you... does anyone not see their character listed in there is what I'm trying to get at there. Okay, great. Sounds like it's unanimous. So, combat begins. All right. So one of the Aarakocra here is going to fly on these broken, bloody wings. They are dripping kind of a coagulated substance, and it's going to fly right over to character names that I can pronounce. Yep, it flies, you know, directly into the air, and actually it is flying about 30 feet above Aoife. It is going to throw a javelin down towards her. And that is a hit.
Really? My AC is 21.
That is not a hit. I just assumed that it would be in Tier 1, but never make that assumption in Adventurers League. Okay.
Yeah, I braced up against my shield and I got to hit it.
Yep. So you pivot, and the undead Aarakocra that you realize is attacking you misses. Sadly. Next, we have another Aarakocra, and then we're going to get some player turns in here. Another one flies 30 feet into the air, making a diagonal line forward. It is going to... So these are in flight. Just remember that. I'm going to throw some symbols on them really quickly here so that we can remember that. It is going to throw a javelin down at Titan. and it critically failed. Its javelin drops to the ground and is just sticking headfirst into the dirt in front of Titan. It is Draft's turn. Draft, you were the one that saw the threat and were the most prepared before you could even prepare your friends. I'm glad that you're up here first. What is your action?
So Draft, having drawn her short bow at the first inkling of danger, will take a bead on the one that seems to have clumsily thrown a javelin, lining it up, wishing she had a companion with flight as well so that she can get her sneak attack. Will take a shot at the one right here that I'm pinging.
Okay. You take a shot. It is fast for something that appears to be undead, but not fast enough. Your short bow pierces its breastbone. It will soon be some sort of chicken pun. Dealing 7 damage to it, it looks as though it is very bloodied now. It is having a difficult time staying airborne, but it is still prepared to assault you. Althea.
And Draft slides back around Noxus and ends her turn.
Perfect. That's a good move. All right. It is Althea's turn.
Okay, so Althea, also wishing that somebody was close enough to get extra damage, is going to cast Chill Touch on the one in the back.
Got it. Now, all of my tokens appear to be linked. I forgot to unlink them, so I'm just saying that to myself, but you're casting Chill Touch. Go ahead. Oh, click from the attacks on your front page. Sometimes when you transfer them over, the formula breaks. That's why people like Fantasy Grounds. That's the reason. There you go.
There it goes.
So these are not as slow as your traditional zombies. At least I don't think they are. Let me double check. Yes, they are not as slow as your typical zombies. These are fast-running zombies. You know, your rage zombies. All right, perfect. I'm just making some changes on my end. Oh gosh, Aloysius. Bathrobe.
There we go. All right, so one quick question on Shillelagh. It says that instead of the person using the strength, they can use their spell casting, but it doesn't mean that I can't use my dex as a monk, right?
Oh, you definitely can use your dex to attack with it, I believe. I don't see why you couldn't. I've never had that question before.
I think you can use your dex or your wisdom, whichever's higher.
Yeah.
It's like
right
a
now they're
finesse.
both the same.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just didn't know if later on my dex would be better that I could use that. All right. So I am going to move out. So if somebody can just like ping their character, you guys had said I wish there was somebody standing next to there to get additional damage. Who is that?
Well, you'd have to be standing next to the Aarakocra.
Oh, yeah, I understand. I'm going to position myself in a way to help you out. So I just don't know who I'm going to help out.
I'm one.
Okay. And that's anybody else? No? Okay.
It doesn't matter where we are. It just matters that there's a guy next to the enemy.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to be...
So we're hoping you've got wings.
You might have a dart with you.
I do, but I'm going to actually move to here, if that doesn't goof anybody, and then cast Shillelagh on the quarterstaff, and I am done.
Okay, gotcha. So, yeah, and you're not preparing an action or anything like that to do anything?
No, my action was to cast on the...
so Shillelagh is a bonus action. So you still have your standard action remaining, which, you know, I'm not coaching on what you do, but I just want to make sure you knew that.
I did not know that, so thanks. I will go one more here, and it's in the air, so I'm assuming I cannot hit it with melee. So if anything comes with a melee, I'll try to hit that.
Perfect. Okay. So you basically, if the bird that is flapping above you, which is now like there's bloody feathers kind of raining down from the sky, comes down to attack, I assume you're gonna to beat on it. Noxus.
Right.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
No, I was just agreeing with you.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Noxus, what are you gonna do? Here, I'll give you some more.
Is this one on the bottom right here flying?
It is indeed flying. So both of them on the bottom are 30 feet up in the air. These two are standing, and they are looking like they want to take flight in the back. So those ones in the back are.
I'll hit this one on the bottom with a firebolt. Boom. AC 16.
With the one in the corner pocket right here?
Yeah.
Okay. That is going to hit this Aarakocra. You smell fried chicken. There's my chicken joke, sort of. As the feathers ignite on it, you hear a squawking noise as it begins to fall, and it tries to, I mean, in its best undead way, tries to stop, drop, and roll on the ground, but it just starts to twitch there, and it tries to get up off of the ground, and it fails to do so. It looks like it's about to stand, and then it falls back down, dust clouds kind of peeking up. So,
oh yeah. Feel the
back.
fires of the planet dragon. I run over here.
All right. Oh gosh. Aoife. I'm never gonna get it. This is why they call me the dungeon dummy. I don't know how things work. Go ahead.
Yeah, she said, well, she's probably not going to be able to jump up and hit that bird that's way above her. So she's going to go ahead and charge straight down the road up to here. And have a go at the thing that's still on the ground. Bonus action, she selects that as her Slayer Spray.
Okay.
It's on a monstrosity, but it's monstrous enough, so she's going to go ahead, pull out her rapier, and try and give it a stab.
All right. Oh, that's a lot of stab. Yeah.
It's 15 versus AC.
Yeah, that'll hit. So you pierce the Aarakocra with, I mean, you could describe what you do, but in a very vital location that would destroy something undead and bird-like. You pierce through its body, and it flaps, trying to fly away, and then stops moving.
No, yeah, I'm gonna take one bit of my movement to try and yank out my rapier and just slide over this way after that.
All right.
And that'll be my turn.
Beautiful. Oh wait, yes. So this one, these two are we're just gonna remove them from the board so they're out of the initiative.
Actually, wait, sorry, I forgot, I just only used 4, 5, so I could slide over that.
Okay, so you are kind of trying to stop that one from flying away, it seems like.
Yes.
Yep. Titan, it's your turn.
Alright, this one's still up in the air, right?
It
Is
is.
the javelin that the other one missed me with around me somewhere?
The one with the javelin, I think, well, Titan, the one with the javelin died because it got lit on fire by Noxus, I believe.
Yeah, it threw one at me, a javelin, but
Yeah.
critically missed. I'm just wondering if it's lying near me.
Yeah,
or
it is
stuck
still
in the
sticking in the ground right in front of you.
All right. I'm gonna sheathe or put away my Morning Star, grab the javelin, and then throw it at this guy that's flying.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, since the javelin's right there, I'm not going to take you an action to pick that up. So you just kind of pick it up and huck it. It is 30 feet in the air. I forgot, does a javelin have a 30-foot range?
It's 3120.
Okay. So you kind of are going to move underneath it and throw it kind of arced straight upwards just to make sure, yeah, there you go. And then, yeah, so you huck that. I mean, we don't know how diagonal space works. There's triangles involved. I failed geometry in high school.
Geometry, yeah.
Okay, so your 13 to hit does succeed at hitting. Go ahead and roll damage. Save some for the new guy. Okay. So 8 damage. Your javelin pierces the center of mass of this bird, and it's kind of now glooping this thick, again, coagulated blood from the sky, and it hits the dirt below you. We have another bird, which is standing now. It looks at Afa and wants to fly away, but at the same time, it still seems to have a shred of its intelligence left, but barely. So let's see here. It stays on the ground, and it is going to attempt to rake Afa with its talons. Oh, I did a very good thing.
Ava still barely catches that with her shield. Barely.
Oh yeah, I forgot that you're unstoppable. Okay.
I'm not.
I will. No, I'm just kidding. I said I liked your character. So the bird, yeah, it's just like it lays a scratch across your shield that you're going to have to sand off later. It is Faded's turn. Faded, you have woken up from your nap to the sounds of battle outside. I did put you in a position that makes it kind of tricky to get to an enemy, but we'll figure something out.
Oh yeah, I just wake up from a nap. I heard some shit going on outside, and I'm like rubbing my eyes, roll out this thing or the back of the carriage, and I see this thing flying up. I'm trying to move.
Yeah, you're moving. Do you want to see like how much movement you do? So you can hold down the Q key like this. If we just held down Q and moved you, yeah, it would give us a distance.
Oh, okay.
As you're moving, and then when you release your character, if you're still holding Q, it'll tell you how much you moved. So yeah, hold Q, drag, release your token, and then it should tell you how far you moved.
I'll move right there.
Oh wow, yeah, you definitely know what you're doing. Okay, there you go. So you pop right over.
How do I ping? How do I ping a enemy?
Yeah,
I guess I just did.
Yep. Wow. Look at that. You're a natural. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna throw a dart.
Okay.
Dart.
How do I see what I rolled?
So did you just make a roll right now?
Yeah, I just hit the advanced roll.
Okay, I see it here in the chat. There's either a lag for you or it might just be hard to see, but you do roll a 12, which is just enough to hit. You actually might have disadvantage, so give me one more of those. Just try to roll that or higher. And you did roll higher. So even though it is flying up in the air, you are still able to. You're an elf, aren't you? So you were trancing in the carriage, and yeah, you come out of your trance, you snap out of it, and just throw this kind of thin elven knife through the air, and it hits the bird. Go ahead and make a D4 plus your dex. Perfect, and that is just enough. The bird that was kind of teetering on its wings, looked like it was going to dive tackle Titan, actually just kind of falls in like a pile in front of Titan, full of dart and javelin, and it looks like it wants to get up. In fact, I better check. It does actually stand back up, or at least it's still twitching right in front of Titan. So it is back to draft. Actually, did I remove its initiative? I did, because I deleted it. It's this bird's turn. Sorry, draft. You don't get to go. This is the scary part, even though it's not scary because this character is one of the higher level ones. Since it can't do what it wanted to do, it begins to rake at you with its talons. I did a very bad job. All right. Anyway, back to you, Draft. What were you going to do?
Draft will go ahead and move on up.
Okay.
Draw a bead on this Birdman in the back and try
Alright.
to put him down for good.
Sounds good. You
But fail
attempt
to do so.
to shoot, and it just, it hits the tree nearby, distracting the bird for a moment, but it's kind of singular-minded right now.
End of turn.
Althea, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to move up to here and attempt to shoot this guy with my short bow.
Perfect. Everyone's gonna pull out their short bows.
And
but
fail.
both of you were shooting sideways gangster style. No, you weren't, but that was kind of like, you thought it was a good idea at the time, and it didn't hit. You practiced it the other day, and it looked cool. Anyway, so Albert.
How about Aloe? Aloe.
Yeah. Okay. Aloe, it's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna move up to here and go ahead and try to hit. Open up. There we go. Hey, AC 19.
Okay. You are
Oh,
the lucky one
that's
that
right.
hits this one. It is on the ground. It did just attack Aoife. You attack. You strike it on the side of the head. No, bad Aarakocra. You seem to have a bonus action left over.
I don't see what I'm gonna do with it.
Well, your bonus action would allow you to do your martial arts. So one of the monks.
Oh, I thought I needed a key. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I needed a key point for that.
So
It's
yeah,
only for 2 swings.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Key is for flurry. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. I'll use a
flurry.
bonus action to go ahead and do that. First time I've played a monk ever.
All right.
All right. So I'll go ahead and do that. And here we go.
All right. You throw
AC
your
10.
elbow towards it, but it kind of ducks. Again, fast zombies. Why not?
Yeah. Yep.
Noxus, it is your turn.
All right, I look over to Faded, tell him I'm glad he could join us. Step forward, and I blast a firebolt at this guy right here.
All right. The air lights on fire around your hand, and you throw fire directly at the bird. Go ahead and make a damage roll. 2 damage is not super impressive.
Hit him right in the foot. Boom.
It stares at you in rage and in confusion, but there is still this knight blocking it, and I'm not going to get to go for a heck of a long time. I feel bad for my birds. Aoife, it's your turn.
Okay, the Slayer will go ahead and select the new prey.
Okay.
So it'll be this one. And she's gonna go ahead and try and stab it.
All right.
I think that hits.
That is a good hit, yes. Hey, what that's the Monster Hunter. You're an undead
Monster
hunter.
Slayer, Ranger.
Gotcha.
No, I
Max
just
damage.
hunt all monsters.
Oh, okay, right. I knew that. Of course. I play D&D, right? All right. You do 14 damage to the Aarakocra. Hey, just a secret, y'all. Their hit points are 13, and this one was already at half health. So, what happens to this bird? Rapiering a zombie is funny business.
Well, I mean, just think of it like a longer stake made of silver.
Right.
Let's go for the heart.
You lance it through the heart, which happens to be a zombie Aarakocra's secret weakness. It clucks, and it stomps around trying to claw at you, but it's like you're holding your hand up against its forehead as it tries to claw at you, and it just kind of slumps again at the point of your sword. Titan, it's your turn.
All right. This guy is on the ground now, right?
That is correct, yes.
Is he prone or standing up?
I'm sorry, this one is standing. It just hasn't had a chance to attack you successfully, I don't believe.
I'm going to slowly pull out my Morning Star and say, stay down this time.
All right, you pull out your Morning Star and you slap it right across the head. I've revealed, now that we're getting to the end of combat, their HP, and as you can tell, this one has taken a couple hits. That is more than enough to smash its pasty undead head in. It just kind of caves in, and you just see like a beak separate from its face and clatter up against your boots. And it
I
falls.
softened it up for you.
One more bird is going to try to attack, but this time it is going to attack the monk, going for easy prey. Hopefully a meal will help it recover. It tries to tear some of your flesh off directly into its mouth, but I don't think that's going to do it.
No, 16.
I have Sentinel.
Okay, excellent. Okay, yeah, so I guess you could make it all the way over there. Anyway, so you
Yeah, I had enough.
you've gotten used to this now. You're like, oh, that one worked before. So just doing the exact same swing, you have found the Aarakocra's other secret weakness, which is having their skull caved in. And the Aarakocra, again, kind of slumps into a heap. And we are out of combat.
I could do this all day. Like a jumping rope without a jump rope.
Okay, so everything in the forest seems a little bit more peaceful, but now you're seeing evidence of the corruption that you've heard rumors of. The gnome is cowering from behind the kind of wagon driver's seat, saying, Can I come out now?
Yes, we saved you.
You certainly did. I'll give you a great review on Yelf.
I'm gonna walk over to one of the corpses and can I give him like a religious check or something?
Yeah, make a religion check for me. They appear to have sustained injuries prior to the fight. You can see that much clearly. You can tell that they have this black, corrupted appearance. You know that with this sort of magical disease, their souls are trapped within their bodies, unlike many undead, which are soulless. The only way to cleanse the corruption from them and release their souls would be to bury them in hallowed ground.
All right. What are we on desecrated right now or something?
They are very desecrated, yes.
And what's up with the terrain right now? Is that hollowed or?
Oh, the terrain that you're... I'm sorry, yeah. So the terrain you're in right now is not necessarily desecrated. But you would need something that is specifically hollowed, as in, the hollow spell or, something similar, like a holy site, a cemetery, something like that.
Is there a chance that you can come back to life?
At this point, no, although I forgot to roll for that last one. Oh well, it would have been a hard DC anyway. So, no, but they're...
All right, I let the guys know that we need to bury them so we can set their souls free.
Okay.
I start going through my bag, getting my religious kit, my essence, and all that.
Well, maybe these elves that we're taking supplies to have a graveyard we could use.
I believe they do. The gnome peeks out again.
All right, well then we'll lug him in the carriage.
Oh, but that's gonna get everything all smelly.
Wrap him up in blankets. Get over it.
All right, that's fine. With your religion check, You're also able to tell that one of them is carrying a holy symbol of Cyrenite, which is the Aarakocra's patron deity. It is a good god as well, so
All right.
these creatures probably weren't evil to start with. At least this one may have not been. So
These poor souls were trapped. We need to set them free. So we'll tell you the name of their god as
That
well.
music's a little too epic for me. How can you get that epic? I threw that music on right before we started, so yeah, give me a break. Anyway, you continue to Throndareth Inn, and you were a lot closer than you thought, because after an hour, Ouija, the gnome, says, yeah, we're getting close. You get the feeling, though, as he says this, that something, he's looking around for signs of the settlement, but you also get the feeling that you're being watched. And in the center of the road, you see a small rabbit that is watching you. And he says, is that a zombie rabbit?
Draft looks over at the monster hunter.
A zombie rabbit.
Ranger, you would
Oh,
know. Is it a
sure.
zombie rabbit?
Can I make a check for that?
Yeah, make a nature check.
Yeah, that's something I actually don't do.
Oh, well, it looks like you made one anyway. So
Yeah, I made one anyways. Why not?
you can tell that there's something off about this rabbit, and as you're saying that, Ouija says, "Oh, wait a second. Is that you, Ilrin?" And suddenly you see a poof as the rabbit turns into an elven man. He says, welcome to you all. Well, we have a lot to discuss, Ouija. Things are difficult in the village. Please, all of you come rest. I appreciate you escorting the supplies here. Judging by Ouija's expression, I assume that things didn't go, perfectly according to plan.
We have corrupt souls and some desecrated bodies that need to be buried instantly.
My, well, we're going to have a lot more of those if I don't get your help. But I will do what I can to deal with what you've brought for me. Come. And he walks you into the village. The village is, I originally made like a pleasant looking village, but then I actually read through the material. And it's a little bit more of a kind of a sad looking village. So you're standing there with him as he kind of guides you through, and he points into a tent. You can see a number of sickly looking people with these black veiny patterns growing on their faces. He says, we're seeing corruption appear more frequently at this time. Ouija was talking to me as we wandered over here, told me that you handled yourselves well in the forest. I was hoping that you could help me get to the bottom of this problem, and he points again to the sick and dying in the tent. If you don't mind me giving you some explanation here. About a month ago, a group of hunters returned with a stag that they had killed in the forest. Pretty standard, but they cooked and ate the meat of the stag. This particular one, there was something wrong with it. It was pointed out that it had these black patterns on it, but they were desperate to use it as a meal, and soon they all became sick. I think I have, an ancient cure from, a family recipe for this, but I would need you to find ingredients in the forest and bring them to me. Are you willing to help?
This is. Is there any way I could look at them? See what?
You know what? What the bodies look like? Yeah, make a medicine check or a.
Okay. No, I thought there was still some alive.
Just because I'm asking for a medicine check doesn't mean they wouldn't be alive, but you could also make an Arcana check as well, or try to make a proposal for what kind of check would suit for this.
No, I misunderstood. I thought there were some that were sick, and you said look at the bodies.
The living bodies. They are alive.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's a 21 medicine?
Perfect. That is a very good medicine. Way more than you needed. You can see that they're suffering from sleep deprivation and malnourishment, but most of the villagers here seem to be, even those that don't appear to be sick, they all appear to be scared as well. You can see that the source of the illness they're dealing with is magical in nature. It's more of a curse than a disease that could be cured through someone with your group's means.
All right. I look at our party. Who would be most competent in magical type of things? Do we have anybody in the party for that?
You have a sorcerer, but sorcerers don't always focus on intelligence.
Okay, well, that's okay. So I ask the person we're talking to, can I see this list or at least write down this list and I'll put it in my book? What components do you need?
Of course. Well, there's only one thing that I think I can't find myself while you're searching. I'll need... there's a rare flower, the dathil flower. It shouldn't be too far from here. It's very distinct. It is purple and gold in color. We've used it, my family's used it for a long time to cure poison. And I believe that it should work on this corruption as well, even magical poisons from, monsters in the forest it could be used on. But these people may die if I'm gone too long. I may have gone myself to look, and the villagers have been frightened of what's been happening out there for a long time, and they can't accompany you either. That's why I have to count on you.
Okay. Well, you said you're only missing this one, but there's other parts of this, what you're going to make. What are those? And I'll write down what he's telling me on everything that makes this up.
I'll need some water from the spring nearby where they grow. They typically only grow in clear, pure water. So that if you find them growing, it's likely that the water hasn't been tainted. Follow the river, and you should eventually come to some sort of source where they grow, or nearby one of the banks. There are some dried up riverbeds that they may still grow near as well, but you'll find something. If you can also find, the leaves of an awakened tree, there are friendly awakened trees in the forest. You just have to ask nicely, and if they understand you, they should allow you to take some of their leaves.
Okay.
That should be
Does
it.
Does anyone speak tree?
I speak tree, but I have to stay here.
What do they speak?
They speak Sylvan sometimes. Sometimes they'll speak a little Elven.
I know that. I know
Perfect.
Elven.
Yes, the Sylvan and Elven have a lot of commonalities too. So.
What was the name of the flower again?
It is the dathil flower. I will project it into your mind.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anything else?
No, I think that's all. If you see any more signs of corruption, let me know and try to stop anything. I'm free to answer any questions, anything else I know, but I mean, I don't know much. You're also welcome to explore the village. If you need me to help with the bodies, there's a shrine to the elven god Rilithane Rathil that I've set up over here. I should be able to bury them if you want to help with that.
Okay. The reason I wanted to know off the medicine check what components are necessary, I'll then talk to the sorcerer separately. And I think there's a ranger with us who might know nature type things.
No, that's not really what I do.
No? No?
No, I grew up in a city.
All right. Is there anybody here who is familiar with outdoor, anything with nature, or anything with finding your way around forests and such?
I can find my way around anywhere. I didn't really grow up in the outdoors, but I've always got a good head for directions.
Okay. Do we have somebody who knows nature in any way, has a skill in nature?
It's a very good question, but it sounds like all of you are city folk.
I mean, yeah, I'm not trained, but I'm typically a quick study.
Okay. Well, what I wanted to do is share this with the sorcerer and anybody who knows nature to see if this is something that is actually going to work. What I learned with checking their sickness is this is more of a curse, and he's thinking it's a poison, and it's a magical effect.
There's
Like a religion check, maybe.
Are you still nearby the elven man Ilrin? Or Ilrin, sorry.
That was the guy that we were talking to?
Yes, it is.
No, well, if there's a way that the timeline kind of changes, he could still be with us, but I'm just didn't want to lose track of why I was asking all these questions with the party. So that's what I wanted to discuss with him separately at some point.
Yeah, you can discuss with them separately.
Okay. All right. Well, that was all. That's for me. If anybody else has any ideas or wants to do something.
All right. Well, he says, this way then. He takes you over to a large oak tree. He says, this tree has been here for hundreds of years. It is, this and some of the rituals that take place here have protected this ground. It should, it is consecrated burial ground. We use it as such. It has prevented corruption in our crops nearby. And the water supply is pure. That's why I didn't think you would need to get the river water, but if you can, do so. Technically, that wasn't in the adventure, so I just made that up because I was just jiving off of what you asked for and accepting that I said those words.
That's good.
Anyhow, so he offers you each a cup of water from a large jug, and he pulls out some shovels. You all bury the Aarakocra, as close to 6 feet under as you can, and he thanks you all. Is there anything else you need? We don't really use gold very often, but we'd be happy to barter with you if you need any emergency supplies. We don't have, weapons per se. But we would accept them in trade for food or rope, cloth, anything else like that. Trade items.
I don't have anything to trade.
All right. Excellent. Well, I appreciate what you're doing. I hope that it's just a simple errand. I will remain here with the ill. And you all head into the forest in the direction that he tells you you're most likely to find success. It takes about 2 hours to reach the location that he had described as probably your best bet. He shows you, on kind of like a loose piece of parchment, draws a circle around it. Can you make us a survival check, any of those wise people out here?
I can give it a try.
Go for it. All right, you can tell that the plant is actually fairly common in this forest. You find right away many of them. The only problem is that every time you find stalks of this flower as described, like the leaves look the same, the flowers have been stripped off of the stalks. So you keep moving on and something has been plucking the petals off of all of these flowers. So you continue searching. And while searching, you come upon a empty riverbed off in the distance. You see a cloven-footed man who is, you see another patch of the dathil flowers off in the distance, and they all have had their petals removed. So ignore the colorfulness. That was more for illustration. What you do see is this man, this short, cloven-footed man, leaning against a rock. He is dropping flower petals into a sack, and you see tracks that lead to where he's standing. He does notice you. No check required. He picks up his sack, looking frightened, and begins to flee. And this is where we have a chase scene. The satyr begins to run, and you take chase as well. Everyone will need to roll initiative versus the satyr to try to catch him. I will drop his in there. Make sure to drag out your tokens to here, the bottom of the map, if you can, before you roll. Try to do as far down at the bottom of the map as you can. And the satyr is right here up in the north. Give you a nice initiative roll. Oh my goodness, I forgot to delete the old initiative. What a fool I was. Don't worry, I've got
How do
a
I drag
plan.
my token out?
So you're just gonna drag and drop it. I can do it for you in just a moment here too, if you'd like. But if it's not working.
Yeah, I'm on the characters here, and
Okay.
I grab it, and all it is highlight everything. It doesn't.
Okay, so it just highlights the text. I may have not given you the ability to drag it. Who are you? Is that Noxus or?
Aloysius.
Oh, Aloysius. Because you all came in and didn't have your tokens set up. So since I set them up for you, Aloysius, you're going to be easy. The other two, I had forgotten to copy the token before I deleted it to drag out the initiative. So I won't just focus on finding the same one. We'll just find something, again, that is not absolutely ridiculous. Here we go. We've got a cool monk that is totally not a sorcerer. And I'll get you access to move that token here in just a moment. And then we've got a kobold that is totally a dragonborn. Totally. And I'll get you access to move that in just a moment as well. So, Noxus, you are the dragonborn. As far as I recall. Faded. You are... I don't even... Oh, well, I'll just give universal access to that. Noxus, I forgot to give you access. That happened last time. Give me one sec, Noxus. Oh, interesting. There. I did have that saved in there. Okay. We should be good. So remember to, for those of you that have character sheets set up, click your token before you roll initiative. I think you all did, so I will help those of you that did not, those of you that have to roll manually, do so. Noxus, it looks like you did, so I'll get you thrown in here real quick. And then for Faded, can you go ahead? There you go. Awesome. Excellent. Well, this satyr is not doing so great in initiative compared to a couple of you. Let me get your... Let's see. What was I... Oh. Here we go. Excellent. Okay. Perfect. So, I've got the initiative set in order. Now, you can see the satyr up ahead of you. We're not going to use traditional movement, so you're not necessarily moving in locations on the map. You are going to be attempting to catch up to the satyr, and I will tell you what happens as you try to do that. If the satyr is too far away to attack per se, so even with, you know, a longbow, it is an impossible shot. That is just the way that we have designed this adventure. And I apologize, but this is just one of those things. So you're basically trying to move ahead to get a better shot. And up in front of you, this thing that looks like a big dog turd is in fact, a deceptively deep mud puddle. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw to not slip in the mud.
Okay.
I get the feeling you'll pass this. No, you did still pass.
No, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you were able to
Barely
move
catch yourself.
ahead. Let's see. Oh, and you can make a ranged attack now, if you would like to.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
sure,
wait a second. I'm sorry, not at this far away. My bad. You just have to imagine this is epically far away.
Fine, that makes sense, sure.
Chase rules are weird like that. All right, Aloysius,
Aloe, just call it Aloe. Just call it Aloe.
I got it. I could do it. It's fine.
All right, so I'm giving chase in the best flip and tumble kind of way.
All right. So you are running, trying to chase it. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw to get through that mud. All right, you're able to jump over the mud. You are over that obstacle. We'll keep moving here. Noxus, it is your turn.
What do I roll?
So you are going to make a dexterity saving throw to make it past the mud. And then Draft, get ready to do the same thing. Noxus, you are able to make it over the mud, but this is the easy part. Draft, make a save to get over that mud. You are also able to get over the mud, so you are all at stage 1 now. So you're all kind of in the dog poop, except for Faded and Althea. The satyr is going to attempt to flee. It runs straight forward with its sack of flower petals, and it begins to run headlong into a branch that hangs in front of it. It is going to need to try to get out of the way. It does so. and it moves ahead to the next area. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's where it goes. So it is now moving onwards. It kind of disappears to the next layer of the map that you can't see. But you will be able to, I'll leave its token there for all of you just to look at it and snarl. I'm gonna need you to make a dexterity, or no, wait, you had a 17. I guess I didn't reorganize it again. I'll put you in the right order for next time, but, oh wait, I'm losing it here, guys. All right, Faded, make your dex save, and then Althea, Althea, Titan, make yours as well. Beautiful. So you are all able to make it through the mud. We're going to start at the top again just to try to get to the next challenge. Aoife, ahead of you there is a large amount of brush. There's no other way, seeing as there's this ravine that blocks your way, that is fairly deep and hazardous. So you essentially dare to go through it. Make an athletics check to try to push through that brush. You can also do an acrobatics check. I assume that might be better for you.
Yeah, it would be.
All right, you nimbly leap over the brush that is blocking your path, and you are standing in front of a log. Albert, make a athletics check or acrobatics check. And then you'll do the same, Noxus. Aloysius. There you go.
Okay. Dexterity.
Yeah, either a acrobatics or athletics check. So, yeah.
I'm going with acrobatics.
All right, perfect.
Because
this is a simpler challenge, you are able to make it over, but you came close there to eating it. So you join Aoife covered in brambles and thorns, unlike her that just kind of gracefully made it over. Noxus seems fairly unmarred as well. And it is Draft's turn. Draft, same thing. Athletics or acrobatics?
Super fail.
You get stuck in the bush. Your clothes are caught in there, and you're trapped in these bushes. But you do notice as you're trying to pull yourself free, and your friends are trying to judge balancing on this log here over this ravine, which is probably thinner than this very sturdy looking log appears to be. You look ahead and you see that the satyr is trying to continue running up ahead. It is running along a long path, and well, we'll just give you a little peek here. It is moving through, and a net falls from the, I moved it into the, whatever. Anyway, a net falls from the sky towards it, and it lands almost on the satyr. We'll find out if it can make it out of the way. Oops. Well, I'll keep that one, but I actually need to do this. It does see the net coming, and is able to avoid the net altogether. And it continues to move on. All right, we're gonna cut back to the players. Faded and Althea, Titan, go ahead and make your athletics or acrobatics check.
That's my acrobatics.
All right. Now, one thing that I did not see in this adventure is an aspect of it that I like quite a bit. So we're going to recap that now. Because we're coming around at the beginning of the round. Aoife, so all of you are now across it, but because you've been moving so quickly, a few of you have done extraordinarily well on your checks, okay? So Aoife, you're kind of picking up speed here. Looking at the types of saves that you've been making. So you're going to attempt to cross this log. In order to do so, you'll need to make a dexterity check of some kind. So most likely acrobatics, unless you have a convincing argument for something else.
Yeah, I'll try and tumble over the log too.
Okay. So again, you're picking up speed. You are able to move on to the next one. You see the branches up ahead that are blocking you, and you want to try to bypass them like the satyr did. Go ahead and make another dexterity check, such as acrobatics.
Okay. Oof.
Okay, you run and a branch kind of almost preternaturally swings down towards you. You're going to take just a wee bit of bludgeoning damage. And then also, can you make a strength or athletics or another acrobatics check? Okay. You are able to manage to not fall prone, which would have stalled you. You can continue your momentum in the next round. You are, however, going to take 2 damage. Perfect. Next. I'm going to move everybody forward, except for, oh yeah, poor draft. Good, so you're all in the next layer. I don't think anyone slipped in the mud that I recall. There we go. Where am I? Oh, yes. So, Aloysius, you've done very well in the skill checks as well. So you're also picking up speed. In the first challenge, you were able to get over that mud very cleanly. You barely made it through the bushes, but you're determined to get across the logs. You will also get 2 attempts to get closer. So go ahead and first make a dexterity check, such as acrobatics. Good.
There we go, finally.
Yeah, so you are able to make it across the log. So, wait, that's Althea. I'm forgetting who's who now. Am I missing a token? No, I'm not. Well, you can move yourself across the log regardless. Next, the tree branches loom up ahead. One just snapped into your friend's face. Go ahead and make a dexterity check, such as acrobatics.
Yeesh.
Okay. You also get caught in the branch as well. Our satyr... Oh gosh, I'm moving the branch. Our satyr is not there anymore. I'll get that out of the way to avoid confusion. Let's take a look at how you're doing, Noxus. Let me look at your previous rolls really quick. I love roll receipts. They're so useful. Noxus, you did very well with the bush. Not great with the mud, but decent. So because of your success in kind of just muscling through those bushes, well, I guess technically you tumbled through the bushes. You're very, very lithe dragonborn. You see the log ahead of you. Go ahead and make a dexterity check, acrobatics, something like that. Whatever dexterity check you favor. There you go. And you're able to run easily across the log. You'll need another dexterity check to pass these trees and try to be the first one to get closer to the satyr. Beautiful. In fact, you do so well, I'm going to give you a 3rd attempt to make it. You're now in the next layer of the map. I'm going to just copy your token here and move you here. You saw the nets falling, but you don't know... Oh, he left his bag over there. All right, you don't know where they came from. Go ahead and make a perception check. You do see where the nets are overhead and are able to avoid them. You are now right on the heels of the satyr. But since you have made so much movement, there's no chance to attack. But you should be able to catch it should it fail to move past you. Draft, can you get out of those bushes? Let me move us back to that other map. Oh, we still were in part 2. I thought I moved us over. My bad. Anyway, Draft, give us a dexterity check or a strength check. So athletics, acrobatics, something of that nature.
So, question on that. Does it look like there's really dense canopies around us?
Yeah, definitely. You're still in a heavily wooded area. Are you talking about vines or something like that, or?
Well, I'm just looking for branches. So.
Oh yeah, there are branches hanging overhead.
All right, so I'm going to use my racial ability to cast Levitate on myself, and then pull myself across. Try to skip this whole floating over, trying to run over the bush or run over the log.
Because you cast Levitate.
Pull myself through the.
Yeah, you are just able to just kind of pull yourself up and then float over the ravine. Now that was a success, so you'll be with the others there. Your only hope right now is the sorcerer, but let's see how this monk can do. Let's see, so let me check your rolls so far, Faded. Looks like you kind of skated by just barely on the last one, but you did pretty well on the first one, so I'll definitely give you a chance to get past those branches. Go ahead and make a dexterity check to balance on these logs. So acrobatics, if you please. Acrobatics. Perfect, you did very well. So definitely make an attempt to get past these branches. Again, that's another dexterity check.
That was the second one.
Okay. You get whacked by the branches. The monk standing next to you gets whacked as well, because I forgot to whack them. So you both take 1 damage.
You're welcome.
And
No stains.
Althea, it's your turn.
Okay.
So you are going to try to make it, yep, exactly right. You make it across the log. You are standing in front of the branches. Althea, you've done very well, I believe. I'm going to say, yeah. Oh, yeah. So you're going to get definitely a chance to catch up to that next map.
Okay.
Go ahead and make, you get caught in the branches as well, getting whacked. You'll take 1 damage. This is a D3. I can't just type that command in, but who does that? Anyway, can you all? I need the 2 monks and Althea to make a athletics or acrobatics check as the branches now kind of hit all 3 of you, Three Stooges style, as you ran into it. Althea, you fall prone. You fall prone, Faded, and
oh, nice.
Get some.
Hit me in the eye. I was like, oh, my eye.
Alphonse, I need you to try to acrobatics or athletics your way out of this. Probably acrobatics since you're a monk. Okay. Wait. Oh, that wasn't a roll for you. Are you there? Aloysius?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, could you roll an acrobatics or athletics check?
Okay, sure. I was looking at the turn order, so I didn't think it was me.
Oh, no. I just, I'm forgetting things and then remembering to reincorporate them as best I can.
Okay.
All right, you're able to dodge. As you took that damage, your friends fell over, and it is going to be Titan's turn. Titan, you can finally catch up with your friends. You've done fairly well. Go ahead and make a dexterity check to get across this log, you big, strong dude, you. You are able to successfully make it over the log. And good thing, because it would be a long fall, at least 10 feet. You make it to the branches. Make it is another dexterity check, sadly for you. Okay, you are able to pass just barely under the branches. Let's give you one more. I'm gonna also copy you over to the next area. And I bet you anything I did delete the token for the Dragonborn, removing him from the turn order. Whatever, we're almost there. You notice that you're in the area up ahead with the nets. Make a perception check to try to avoid them. You are able to dodge out of the way of any of the falling nets, and you stand up with the satyr. You've been crushing these challenges, so we'll see what that satyr do. I believe I've missed the satyr's turn, and I don't have the Dragonborns anymore, so I know that Aoife, Aloysius, and Draft get to go before the satyr, and we'll make sure that everyone can catch up and be friends. So go ahead, Aoife, and go ahead and make a dexterity check to try to jump over this branch. You jump over the branch and make it to the next area. I'm not even going to mess with that. Go ahead and make well, you didn't quite nail it strongly enough to make a second attempt at the nets, but since it's only one stage ahead of you, you can attempt to make a ranged attack.
I rolled a 19 on initiative.
You did?
Yeah, I was
What?
just I was looking up the chat box.
Oh, is this is an Aoife. Aoife, you
That's
can
not
roll
good.
the attack roll.
An attack with my
Oh,
bow?
My bad. It's Noxus.
Okay.
With,
Yeah.
with my bow, or what's going on?
Oh yeah, so you are now here. I'll give you a little bit of a visual here. Whoopsie. Oh my goodness. So you're standing here at the, like, kind of before the nets, and you can see the satyr up ahead. There is a little bit of cover that it has that's running into these very dangerous looking brambles, but you do have a shot if you want to take it. The other two have been dashing.
I'll go ahead and take it.
Okay, go ahead and make your ranged attack roll. Beautiful. And go ahead and roll me damage, because that is just enough to hit. Excellent. All right, the satyr stalls for a second. It seems distracted by the pain as you shoot it in the haunch with your arrow. We're gonna cut back to the others. We still have a monk that's trying to get across. Aloysius, can you try to give me another dexterity check? We can catch up with the others and hopefully put the satyr down.
Jeez, I have a curse of rolling low all the time.
You did do very badly, but don't worry, you have friends here and we'll keep cutting past this. Let's see, we have 19 for Noxus, is that right, Noxus?
Yes.
Okay, so let me cut back to where you are. So not only do you have a clear shot should you want to take it, but you could try to run up and, prevent this satyr from moving forward anymore. It's up. I mean, you can do both.
Yeah, I'll move up next to him and just do a quick persuasion, be like, stop where you're at now or face the consequences.
All right, you're now in the same location as the satyr. So in order to... Oh, no, you go ahead.
Well, yeah, and if he starts to run, then I'm going to cast a spell at him.
Okay. The satyr is... It thinks carefully about this. It is going to...
I have my hand pointed just straight at him.
It looks at you and it is going to try to continue moving. Can you make you're going to try to chase it through these brambles or try to shoot at it, or both?
Well, I'm shooting at it now.
Okay, so
I'll shoot at it now that's running.
Make that attack, yeah.
Boom, guided bolt. Oh shit, I'm going to use Favor of the Gods.
Okay.
Run add a 2d4 to that roll.
All right, that should help quite a bit. That is just enough to hit it. So
Hotcakes.
yeah. All right. So it takes that. Oh, I didn't even get a damage roll yet. There we go.
Boom.
Oof. All right. It begins to fry. It is not quite dead yet. We're gonna cut back to Draft, and then it'll be the satyr's turn. Draft, you're still staring at your friends getting defeated by these branches. I think some of them have made it up. I just haven't cut them out of here yet because I've already broken the initiative tracker enough. What are you going to do, Draft? Just try to get through?
Yeah, I'll just try to get up there.
Dex check. Beautiful. You nimbly leap through like it's nothing. Over the branches, and I will just copy you over to the other area so I don't break anything. Hold on one moment. All right, you see the nets up ahead. Would you like to try to chase or to try to shoot?
I'm going to take advantage of the advantage and try to shoot.
Okay, go ahead and make a shot. It does have half cover. I've been factoring that into these attacks. So go ahead and make a shot. That is not enough to hit, but good news is it wouldn't
It's a
have been.
24 because I have advantage.
You do have advantage. Wait, from...
Guiding bolt.
Oh, the guiding bolt! Of course, because it's glowing. So go ahead and roll me damage. All right, excellent. Doing 12 damage, it teeters and falls into these bramble vines. It's clutching the flower petals to its chest. Your friends catch up with you. I'm going to bring them over here to this layer and delete any excess tokens that I end up bringing with me. There's a tree! No, let's see, I've got some duplicates here. I'll get rid of you.
Is he look dead, or is he just like hell? Is he in a lot of pain?
He is in a lot of pain and bleeding out. You hear like there's a tree next to these brambles. You hear like a popping noise coming from the wood, and you see a pair of hands peek out from the tree and grab the sack of flowers and disappear. The satyr kind of smiles and looks up at you saying, she got it.
Who got it?
Oh, I can't tell you that. I played the song, but my hands are numb.
Is he like still bleeding out?
Yeah.
I'll roll a persuasion. Tell us now, and I'll help you live.
All right. Roll that persuasion. I don't think it's going to be a hard roll.
Oh,
I mean,
go for it.
it's a tier 1. I'll give it to you with an 8. It's fine. You're a persuasive person. He says, it's too late anyway. She had me get all the flowers. The tree lady. She is over there in the glade. He points directly ahead. She's watching you through the trees right now.
I point at the. Well, I'm sure the others can hear it. I just point what he's saying. Like, she's over here. This mysterious woman.
He begins to fall limp.
Can I maybe like catch him with the Spare the Dying cantrip?
Sure, definitely. Yeah, you pull him out of the razor vine, and you are able to stabilize him.
Is he just small? He's a small guy.
Yeah, I think satyrs are medium, but doesn't matter. You know,
like dwarves.
Yeah, they're kind of dwarfy. Oopsie.
All right. I'll give him the hook up.
All right.
Promise.
Yeah, there's my razor vines. There's my net traps that you all probably avoided here. All right, sorry if this has been a little disjointed, y'all. Apparently I needed a lot more prep than I gave myself credit for. So, y'all are doing great. Everyone doing okay?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we've got one more scene to do. I know we're going over 2 hours at this point. But, you know, with all things considered, I think we're doing great. So we are going to continue on. You go dashing towards the area that he pointed to, following the path down, and you come to a clearing up ahead. There is a massive tree. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting any other elements of this, because there is that one important thing that one of you told me earlier. All right, there is going to be some of that good old Adventurers League exposition here. And let me grab you, my sack of flowers. I don't need 2 titans, so I'm just going to remove one. And where? Oh, I blocked it. Let's get some zoom here for anyone who's watching on stream. I doubt anyone is, because no one's talking in chat right now. There we go. All right. Oh, she has a sack of flowers. I already thought of that. Excellent. In the clearing ahead, you see a dryad. She is speaking to the trees around her and the animals. She turns and begins walking towards you. You see she was standing near a cairn, this large rock, which apparently is in the wrong layer. Yeah, there you go. So she comes wandering over to you. She says, hello there. I'm Typhinia. This is my grove. Are you here to receive the gift?
Is it the gift that'll help all the villagers?
No, this is the gift that we've been giving to the villagers.
Well, it's killing them. What is a cure? Where's it at?
I mean, well, I would like to think that it is the cure, but I don't believe that there is a cure. There's nothing that can stop this. I don't care what happened before with those adventurers. There's still a chance that he will come back.
Who's he?
The one we serve. Ancient, powerful, dead, some say, but I feel that they still remain.
What is his name?
Goes by the name of Velvet. No joke, seriously. Don't laugh.
Sounds itchy.
It is very itchy. She says, so, would you like my gift or not?
Of course not. It's killing the villagers next to the forest.
She looks a little bit like there's kind of a pang in her face. She says, I don't care about the villagers. I just want what was promised for the forest to thrive. The villagers are probably the ones that are over hunting, over farming.
Ah, an extremist.
She looks away. She says, just leave me. You can't stop what I'm doing.
Where's the tree?
You see her kind of like now as she is close to you, you notice that she's oozing this black liquid. It doesn't appear that she's like preparing an attack, but the stress of this conversation even is causing her to leach out this kind of corrupted goo from her.
Can I make an insight maybe?
Yeah, make an insight check.
The hot +1.
All right, that's good. She seems to be feeling a lot of guilt, but she also seems to be trying to like purge this corrupting liquid from her. Like something's inside of her is making her feel that this is a mistake. She says, the tree is here, but you can't just walk up to it and take it. It serves me.
And it's a tree, I understand that. But what, are you feeling okay? What's wrong with you?
Nothing. Nothing's wrong. Now go or join us.
Is there a way to ungift this gift?
No, it's... She looks uncomfortable and, more black goo begins to pour out. She says it's permanent.
Just give us 5 minutes with the tree.
She starts to cough a little bit.
I did a persuasion.
Yeah, make a persuasion check. She laughs at you and she says, no, that's no argument at all. Does anyone else have anything to say? She does seem a little bit...
Who's gonna give this gift? Are you gonna give this gift, or does the tree give this gift?
I give the gift. I just have to ask for it. She starts coughing up more black goo. She says, it's fine. It feels good.
We'll get out of her way, or we'll destroy you. We won't show mercy like we did the satyr.
Are you trying to intimidate her?
Yes.
Okay. All right. She says, I can't. I'm so weak now. I don't know what I'm doing. I must... You can go to the tree, but I also need to undo this ritual that I've started. I can tell that you'll just kill me otherwise, and I don't know if there's a point anymore. Once I start the ritual to undo what's been started here, there will be corrupted creatures that will try to stop me. Get what you need, but then prepare yourselves. I feel that this is going to be a fight on our hands, and if they kill me, it won't reverse what's being done here. The best way to save the people you're trying to help.
We'll protect you, don't worry.
Thank you. So she is going to walk up to the cairn stone and she begins praying. She gives you access to the bag of flowers, and the awakened tree gladly reaches down and grants you some of its leaves. She begins casting the ritual, kind of praying in Sylvan towards the sky. She can barely stand. As she prays more and more, black goo begins to leak out from her and from the awakened tree, from the trees around her. Looks like Althea is kind of taking cover in the woods.
Can I get access to my token? My bad, I didn't realize I didn't.
Yeah, it's no problem at all. The tree, she looks... Oh, your token is... Which one again? Sorry.
I'm making a stealth check near this tree.
Perfect, got it.
Faded.
Oh, for faded? Okay. There we go, that's right.
Oh, my rolls suck.
Noxus. That should fix it. Noxus, I think you're good now.
You gonna be good, Gary?
Is that what you're calling the tree?
Fine.
All right, I have to refresh Roll20. I have a broken bit of the applet there. So hold on just a moment here. Did that cut the music when I restarted it?
Nope, music's still going.
Oh, interesting. Oh, it just restarted it. Okay. Well, that being said, you wait there patiently as she casts. The tree begins to wither as she does the ritual, and eventually it dies. You also see a couple of, smaller creatures, a tree or a vine blight fall from its branches, and a few corrupted birds. She says, they're too far gone. It's just part of this. And as you wait, you see red eyes glowing from the forest in all directions around you begin to approach. So since this wasn't the fight that I had prepared, give me just a moment here. This is because you have a player that defeated the big bad. And that's one that I haven't read yet, so the way I've been representing this may not even be accurate. All right, here we go. Come out. Oh, there we go. All right, so Althea is stealthed right now. The monk is doing their very best stealth that they can. Let me clear the initiative tracker. And everybody go ahead and roll as these two bears begin to prowl out from the woods. They're leaching goo, trying to stop themselves from dying like the tree did. This is like a weird Fern Gully situation happening.
I lost track of my hit points. Would it be possible to have taken two of the good berries to be back up to max?
Yeah, you definitely had time. This is like an hour at least later that she's been doing this ritual.
Did anybody else need any healing?
I can use one if you've got good
I
berries.
could use
Yep.
1 point.
Yep.
I was
Alright,
just gonna strap my shield on, but otherwise I'm good.
Alright, so those who wanted one, you have one.
Got it.
Thank you, sir.
All right. And let's see. Okay. I think I've got everything here. Let me see if everyone's in the tracker. There's maybe somebody who can't manipulate their token. Oh yeah, I know Faded can't, so let me do Faded's really quick. Excellent. All right. Draft, you're easily able to anticipate the bear's movements as one comes lumbering out of the tree, making a beeline for the dryad.
All right. Giraffe's going to go ahead and take a bead on this bear over here
Okay.
and attempt to take a shot with her short bow.
Okay. Draft, you certainly hit the bear. I really don't feel good about these bears' chances, but I think this is supposed to be an easier fight. We'll see. I don't know. Anything else?
And then Draft will move to place herself kind of in the bear's way to getting to the dryad.
Okay.
Or I guess she was. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, so the
got
dryad.
confused on that
Yeah.
guy.
No, it's
Yep.
okay. All right.
And end of turn.
Perfect. Let me move on then to Noxus. Noxus, you've done some impressive things so far. What would you like to do now? Noxus, if you're grabbing a beer, get me one.
Oh, I'm here. All right, my bad. I look over to Faded and I point over there. I'm like, there's our target. And then I unleash another guiding bolt like I did earlier.
All right. And is this the
And it was a crit.
Holy buckets. Which one is it? The one that just got hit or the fresh one? I assume.
Fresh one.
Okay. Fresh bear. Well,
25.
yeah, okay, that bear explodes. Like, literally just explodes in this black goop as your, like, radiant light just burns the corruption out of its body. Not to say that the radiant damage is more effective against it, but in this case it is. All right, we're going to up the stakes just a little bit and move up the timetable
I'm
of
out of
this.
spells. Level 1 hotness.
Yeah. All right, give me one moment here, gang. Because I think what we're going to do, seeing as how that's going to get real boring real fast, is we're going to move out our second wave right now.
I can't wait to start twin casting that.
All right, so remind me that I need to actually put them in logical places where they pop out of trees. Okay, I got 3, 4.
Never mind. It looks like I won't be needing you faded.
5. There we go. Okay, perfect. Wait, I need one more. Yeah, we'll just throw them in next to each other like that. And let me just get some rolls going for these Wolfie boys and girls. And then we'll re-sort the tracker. Okay. Now that's what I call wolves. So we were at Noxus's turn. Now there's a bunch of wolves that are going to get to go. So y'all, I'm sorry I rolled so good for wolf initiative. A wolf is going to go towards Aoife and is going to attempt to attack her. It does not get its pack tactics. At the moment, it attempts to bite, but Aoife is indomitable. Which is why she's a good target for this exercise of a second wolf. Oh wait, it's not that wolf. One moment, it'll come up eventually. Second wolf is gonna run out. It will, this one will get to the Dryad. It is gonna attempt to bite the Dryad. I'm gonna assume that Dryad, I mean, she's probably in the initiative as well, but can't fight. So we'll say she has bark skin going. Is that fair enough with all of y'all? If I'm gonna just be pouncing on her. Okay. So she has bark skin. The wolf is tearing at her skin but can't get through. But no biggie. Because another wolf, far can I get? Yeah. Is gonna come up and start to do the same thing with advantage. Barkskin be damned. Ignore that. Oh no, I rerolled its initiative. Oh well. It does crit, dealing 13 damage. And she's looking hurt. Althea, it's your turn. Hey, stakes. Stakes.
Oh, I'm here.
No, I'm just shouting about stakes.
Okay.
I like steak.
I'm a vegan. It's okay. Go ahead.
I'm going to take a shot at this wolf here.
Okay, this one right here.
Yes.
Okay. I bet you can kill a wolf with one hit. Just try hard enough.
I've got a sneak attack and advantage.
You do?
Probably not going to help.
Well, let's see. The wolf does have a tough enough hide that you can't seem to... Actually, this one just jumps out of the way. Okay. Another wolf is going to try to... is going to try to pin in Titan. It is guarding the Dryad as its fellows are moving in for the kill. It is going to try to bite Titan. That's a good one. I did good. Does that hit you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Take 6 damage. Make that strength save. All right. It tries to hamstring you down, but it can't. Aoife, it's your turn. There's still a bear, too.
Huh. Okay, so we're trying to protect a Dryad, right?
That is right.
So I'm gonna go ahead and use a bonus action to cast this spell.
Ooh, I forgot you could do so many things. Oh, yeah!
And I'm gonna run up to help protect her over here. I'm gonna go ahead and use the second part of the spell and activate it to get yourself advantage.
Okay.
And give a stab at the wolf, one of the wolves that's bugging the Dryad.
Yeah. Okay.
Oof. Wait, advantage. So
You
you
have
roll
advantage,
again.
but that would hit
Nope,
anyway.
nope.
But you didn't crit or anything, so just you got that extra D8, so you should do fine. Yeah,
And
look at
also
all
the
that
sneak
damage. That's way overkill. Headshot. All right, it falls. Is there anything else? I mean, I know you still have like Zephyr going, so you could move more if you wanted to.
I'm just gonna hold my ground here now.
Okay, the wolf turns from Titan, and it's got Titan blood on its fangs. Looks at you. The black bear is going to move forward. It's charging directly forward, looking between. It's just going to try to barrel through you two. At first, it wants to try to chew through the two of you. It is still a bear and still gets to try to multi-attack. So it is going to attack. You know what? I've been picking on that monk quite a bit, so let's go with draft. So bite. Okay, not a good bite, and then claws. Okay, slightly better. 6 damage on you, draft. How you doing?
I'm not looking good, as that was 60% of my hit points.
Yay! I love drama. Speaking of which, Titan, will you go? I'll see if I have any songs that weren't overplayed during this. Or cool sound effects. Go ahead, Titan. You got this.
All right. Morning Star to the wolf.
Okay. That's maybe a little bit too... Let's do... There we go. Morning Star to the wolf. Let me see it. Beautiful. That's a good wolf smash. Just not quite enough smash. You do bonk the wolf on the head. It loses some teeth. The teeth that bit you. And it is now looking at you with a weird, goofy mouth. Do you have anything else you can do?
Yes, I am going to take an attack of opportunity as I move away from him.
Okay. Where are you moving to?
25 here, 25 feet.
All right.
And I'll use my bonus action to shove him with Shield Master.
Make sure that wolf doesn't pull you to the ground first. So you are pulled to the ground by the wolf.
That didn't work out.
I'm so sorry. My dude. That was a bad time. Alright. Another wolf is... Oh, it's really gonna make your day so bad, Titan.
Can I... Yeah, since I didn't move, I can just get up, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. You have to... Oh yeah, because it doesn't hold you down or anything. So go ahead. You're standing up.
Right, then,
You just have movement.
But...
Alright, so then I'll continue to use my bonus action
Oh, okay, go ahead.
against the one that hit me.
Ah, okay.
So that's a Shield Master.
Got it.
So...
All right, your Shield Master Strike. Let me try to... I can resist you with Dex. So... I do not. Although you're going to have to do a strength check to see... I mean, you're probably going to make it, but make an athletics check to shove. Yep. And that wolf falls down, just like you did.
Repayment.
All right, but now the wolves are moving in and swarming with pack tactics. Delicious pack tactics. I won't kill you, Titan. Not. Hopefully not. You get bit yet again. You'll need to make me another strength check. Or another. Yep. Okay. This time you're able to stand your ground as these wolves are trying to pull you down again. Let's see. Althea, you shot and didn't hide again, is that right?
Correct. I'm level 1. I don't get bonus action yet.
All right. Well, it's just one wolf, but now it's going to ruin your shooting chances. Oh, I'm going to kill everyone. You're not down. You can't be. You're probably...
Not yet.
Yeah, you're going to be fine. We got this. All right. I really need you right now, Faded. I need you to be a hero.
Oh, nice. All right.
Get some of that level 1 crunkness going.
moving right there. I'm gonna do a melee attack with my spear against
Okay.
the wolf next to me.
Yeah, you're gonna have 2 attacks, sounds like, so you should have no trouble. Not if you roll a 5.
That's AC 10.
Well, it is a 10, but the 10 does not, yeah, it does not hit, so.
All right, so I'll whiff with my spear, and I'm gonna do an martial arts and unarmed strike.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, all right, give me that damage. All right, we should be good on these wolves. You got 2 wolves that are half dead. Actually, well, you got 3 wolves that are half dead. 3 wolves that are full. You have not been focusing damage quite as much as I thought you would. Hold on one second here. Okay. Aloysius.
Okay. It was focus. Which one nearest to me it has been hit?
Okay, well, that would be this one right here.
Oh, I thought that was okay.
That bear.
Then I am going to move here
Okay.
around it, only to give myself distance from whatever that is. And then I'm gonna do a bonus on the shillelagh again.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's a 0. So I do that, and
All right, so you kind of walk up and, you know, we just like you look at it intensely and focus your attack in.
yeah, AC 14.
All right, that does hit, and that's enough to take it down with just that one strike. So you still have another bonus action. You got some movement left.
Let's see, that was 5, 10, 15, 20. This right here is our. Who is this again?
That is Draft, your friend. Actually,
Right. But I mean, in terms of class, was that a fighter or a caster?
rogue, I believe.
I think he's a ranger rogue.
No, that's Aoife.
Oh, sorry.
You know what? Okay, hold on. I was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So actually, I will go there just now looking at your hit points. All right. There it is, done.
Okay. Oh, man. If you hadn't crossed that threshold to get around it. Okay. Draft, speaking of you, it's your turn.
He left.
Did he rage quit or did he have to go?
He had to go. He left something in the chat window.
Oh. Okay. Let me... Yeah. Cool. I didn't see it there, so my bad. Well, I know that a couple of you had to get going so we're gonna try to get through this. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna have the Dryad take an action, even though she's kind of casting her ritual. Okay? Because I don't want to change the fight, especially when I'm trying to keep it at a certain level of difficulty that's very precarious right now. The Dryad is going to cast Entangle, and she's going to try to grab the wolves that are right here with Entangle. I believe that is the best course of action. Yep. So she is going to do that. They're going to make strength saves to try to get out of the way or to try to pull themselves free. One does very good. Dang. Sorry, I thought I could help you all. Noxus, it's your turn.
All right. Hang on, I'm gonna count my movements. Hang on.
Okay.
Damn it. Does that wolf hurt?
Which one? Sorry, I was looking away at the...
This one.
Oh, that one is not hurt. The hurt wolves, you can tell them obviously is one right here and then one right here. And this one is a big threat too right now.
I'll move back a bit, and I'll shoot this one on our archer.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack.
Thank you.
Curses, I missed.
Okay, well, and obviously you're not like a chaos sorcerer, are you? No, wait, you're divine soul. Okay.
More righteous,
Wolf.
holiest of holies.
Wolf is gonna attack the monk that still is present. Because it was not entangled. Oh wait, it has to move out of the entangled space. It's still, let me check really quick. When it starts its turn there, does it have to make another save? I forget. Or to move through, let's see, entangle.
I think it's just difficult terrain.
It is difficult terrain, but it still has enough movement to make it through. So, okay. I'm apparently gonna kill everyone. So, Monk, I'm very sorry. I will figure this out and how not to destroy your lives. I mean, you wouldn't have gotten a short rest before this fight anyway, but, you know, it definitely made it a little bit more chaotic, and also having a player leave.
We got this.
So, all right. I got another wolf, which is going to be a wolf going after Aoife. It is this one right here. I just did that stupid thing again where I rolled initiative. It's fine. Now she's in the tracker. Wonderful. So, here we go. Right. Okay, that's a hard miss. Althea, are you disengaging or are you going to stand your ground?
I'm going to disengage.
All right. Where are you heading to?
I'm going to head over here.
Sounds good. All right. Yeah, so you grab some cover behind that tree. And
I'm going to get here.
the wolf that is on the other side of Aoife is going to attack really quickly here. Excellent. Very bad hit. Aoife, it's your turn. Time to hit some dogs.
Well, is that one prone still or no?
Which one?
The one with the...
You're absolutely right, but it would have stood up during its turn.
Okay, so it's not prone. Okay, just making sure. I'm gonna turn around and help tighten out a little, I guess, and attack that one that wasn't prone. I'm gonna mark it as my Slayer Spray.
Okay.
And then try and stab it.
All right. You are... Poof. All right, go ahead and give me a... Yeah, well... I mean, the one that's down here, right?
Yeah, that one.
Either one would explode. So you just... You know, it failed to attack you with that critical fail. So it was like kind of slipping. One of its like legs was broken, and you just stab it right through the head, and then turn back to face the other one and keep it away from the Dryad. Titan, you're facing off against a wolf. I don't know how you feel about this.
I'm fine.
All right.
I love battle. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try to trip attack him with my Morningstar.
Okay.
And fail miserably.
Damn. All right.
My
Are you
action
gonna
turn.
use? Yeah, I figured you were gonna do that. I was like, it's now or never. All right. Let me make that save here. Strength, right?
Yep.
Oh, it says it right there. It says it right there. Okay.
My DC is 14.
It falls to the ground. It would have been nice to get it on the first one and then action surge, but things happen. And then let me... Oh, well, you know, first of all, you destroy it. So it does fall to the ground, but it falls to the ground dead. Failed to notice how much damage that was. And do you want to move at all?
Yes, sir. Use my bonus action, second wind, and I will jump over
All
here.
right. You rub some dirt on it. You head back. You head over to make sure the monk doesn't absolutely die. The wolf that was attacking Althea is going to use its advantage that it will get by attacking. Actually, it's going to want to get closer to the dryad. So if it was right here, boom, boom. And it's going to attack. That would make it, but yeah. It's going to attack the dryad with a bite with advantage. Did one of you have Sentinel or was that Titan?
Titan.
Years.
Okay, it fails to bite the dryad, and very good as well, because that would have been bad. That would have been a failure. It is now Faded's turn. Faded, I could have just really hurt you there, although it looks like I would have failed on that attack if we believe in those sorts of things. So it's your turn. You got away lucky.
Oh, nice. I didn't get an attack of opportunity against that guy?
No, I would have been able to arc around you.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, because this would have been the closest point to all of you. Okay. Hit that woof. Whoop it on the snoot.
Let me use my spear. Oh my god.
Wait, that's a D4. That's a D4.
Oh, my bad, my bad.
I hope that wasn't what you did last time, because I didn't notice if you did.
Oh my god.
Okay, that's much better.
Now you're playing D&D.
With the versatility on my
Yep, that's a D8, yep.
Excellent.
Okay.
Minimum damage.
That's, it is still standing, but it's not looking very healthy. It's panting as you kind of stab it in between its ribs.
I'm gonna use my martial arts and do a flying knee kick.
Yeah, you do kind of like one of those cool backflip kicks, or try to. Let's see what happens. Oh, you just do a spin kick that goes right over its head. All right. Aloysius, you are down. I'm very sorry that you're down. I know that you didn't want to go past 2 hours. Make a death saving throw really quickly.
Okay.
Who's down?
Aloysius, we knew this. Here, I'll put a...
Oh, shit. Is he...
Got hit with a crit at first level. What happens?
Oh, snap.
Here it is.
Yeah, it's a nasty crit. Okay, you're fine.
All right, made it.
Hey, it's not season 7 anymore. It's gonna...
Hey, real quick, though, have you already... What was your first one to save, or have you faded?
That was the first
have
one.
you already rolled your... Oh, that's your first one? All right, we're good.
Yeah.
All right.
I got you. You ain't gonna die.
The Dryad is going to attempt to... Remind myself what that Dryad do. Oh. It'd help if I didn't have a stack of character sheets I wasn't using right there. Okay. The Dryad is going to... I guess she's just going to try to shillelagh that woofer. So she creates a stick that just like appears in her hand, and it grows to an enormous size, and she tries to smack the wolf, but it dodges out of the way. It is Noxus's turn.
Well, how's this one look right here?
That one's at full. There's 2 wolves with full health, one that is barely standing.
You know what? This guy needs to give me a Constitution save.
Okay.
As I use my breath weapon.
Oh, dang. Okay. So this is a line or something?
Yeah, it's a line, just right at him.
Okay.
Actually, I'll step over. Bam. Spit right at him. Yeah, DC 12.
Okay. You said Dex. Here we go.
Con.
Oh, con. Whoops. Let me just try that again.
Wait, my bad. It is Dex. I'm stupid.
Well, the 12 might have failed then. So, oh, the 12 makes it?
It is DC 12, yeah. Damn
Bummer.
it. It takes
All right.
half of 2d6.
All right, let's see it. I mean, That's a bummer. That's max 6, which is still helpful. Okay, 3. Yeah, it happens. All right. It is the wolf's turn next to Titan. The wolf is going to try to rip at the monk, and I think that means the Titan gets to attack. Is that right?
Sir.
Okay, go ahead and... Damn! Yeah, the wolf tries to bite your friend, but you just utterly obliterate it. You're like, nope. So it is the next wolf's turn. The next wolf is going to attack the... Well, let's do the Dryad. Let's make this dramatic. All right, the Dryad falls to the ground. She is dying. And the black goo is leaking out of her body.
Shit.
It is let's see, Althea's turn. Althea.
Let's see if I can actually hit something.
You can, and I'm sorry you had to run for a turn, but you got this.
Well, I've been rolling crap all day. Short bow on fine. I want this thing pink.
That's it takes a little bit of yeah.
Anyway, the one to the left of Aoife.
Yeah, got it. That's a good hit.
Out time.
And yeah, okay, and then your snake.
Yep. So 8 total.
Okay, that is 8, and that is just enough to destroy the wolf. Good job. You got your kill. So sorry, someone was asking me for the link to the con. It is Aoife's turn. Speaking of Aoife, why don't you go while I help this person out?
Okay. Gonna go ahead and Slayer Spray on this other wolf and try and stab it.
Okay. So let me see that.
Ooh, I missed.
Okay.
That'll be my turn then.
I'm so sorry. All right. Let me move on then to Titan. Titan, there's only one enemy left, but there's a lot of stuff happening that is bad. There's a bleeding monk. There's a bleeding Dryad. What if you could only save one?
I'm gonna bend down, put my Morning Star down, and say, "Come on, Faded, stay with us."
Good. That'll do. And Faded. Oh wait, it's not Faded. That's Aloysius.
Yeah.
Who does get to go next? No, wait. Faded gets to go next. Faded, you do get to go next.
Oh, nice. Let's try my spear again.
Okay.
With versatility.
Okay. And let me...
Guessing that's a hit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, you definitely kill the wolf with 2 hit points.
Nice.
Aloysius,
You got to kill.
you're up now. There is a Dryad dying nearby. Allo.
Oh,
Okay.
I can run up and give it a.
No. Let the boy do it. My child. What do you do?
So that's me. That's me, right? Yeah. So I get up 5, 10, 15.
You can make it through. We know how space is weird.
All right. So here, and I give it a good bearing.
Oh, you mean over to the Dryad right here?
Oh, Dryad. Oh, I thought it was up there. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you give the Dryad a good berry. No one knows this, but Dryads are especially fond of good berries. It is able to stabilize her. She's already been weakened from the corruption and from casting the ritual. But she stands up and you stand in a circle around her, kind of thematically taking a short rest, but really she is able to finish casting her ritual. She falls to the ground exhausted, and she a shockwave releases from her body. Plants and animals begin to leach out the black corruption, and instead of it taking their lives and causing them to die, you see them return to their normal selves. Squirrels and birds and all the other happy forest animals go back to doing their forest animal things. And she looks at you and she says, "Thank you for believing that I could be saved. I think that the ritual was only partially successful, but I need to continue to try to undo what I've done."
Well, hurry up. People's lives are at stake.
Yeah, she wanders off into the trees, and she looks back at all of you, and she kind of nods her head, and you look at the wilted tree around you, kind of all of the other horrors that have happened here, and I want to thank you all for staying a little late for this game. Other than that, that is the end of the adventure. Since Adventurers League has been simplified, rewards are fairly straightforward. Does anyone have questions on the new Adventurers League reward rules?
No.
No one at all?
Well, what are they?
So you get two, or let's see. Oh gosh, now I have to remember. You get, I think, is it 1 treasure advancement point per 2 hours or 2?
Well, no, they doubled it. They doubled it. It's 2 and 2.
Okay, so it's 2 and 2. So 2 treasure advancement points. You just write down TCP, and when you look it up, what you can buy later, you're gonna at least have the right number.
Isn't this a newer module though?
It is. It's it technically counts in season 8. So I think that's why it's doubled, right?
So the rules for it are different. It would be whatever this module says, basically. It should.
Are there objectives?
Yeah, it should have objective rewards on it.
There are objective. Well, no. So this one wasn't written in that style, but it technically gets certain benefits of being a season 8 module. So there are no objectives on here. You all are going to get, a story reward, kind of like Titan came in with, I believe, or was it Aphid?
Yep.
Yeah.
No.
So
that was.
So you were able to finish putting the dead to rest, which is so hard to copy and paste out of these PDFs. But I think I've got it here. Oh, yeah, there's just a Y missing at the beginning. So you did put the undead Aarakocra to rest. If you play part 3, you will... Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to tell you all this, but anyway. At least now you know. You don't know who those people are. You'll meet an Aarakocra maybe someday, and they will look fondly upon you. And again, that's called putting the dead to rest. You have unlocked Bracers of Archery, which I don't think is on the Evergreen list. I hope it's not, for your sake. I don't believe so. Okay. So since there's many archers in the crowd, hopefully that's something you're going to want to unlock on the uncommon list. And
that's for 8, right?
That is. Wait.
Well, I'll have to look up what table it's on.
Yeah. I believe it's on table A or B. You do get some uncommon or some potions though. There is 1 potion of healing up for grabs and 1 scroll of lesser restoration up for grabs. So you
those lesser restoration's probably best for the sorcerer.
I'll take it.
Sure. Unless anybody else wants to roll for it or something. You never know when you're going to need to...
Well, it's a question of who can cast it.
I don't know if a sorcerer can cast it. Oh, wait. Yes, because you can cast cleric spells, right? Yeah. Got it.
You'd have to actually learn it.
No, he can cast it with a roll.
No, it actually has to be on his list, otherwise he can't use it because it normally isn't on the cleric's list. I mean, it's normally not on the sorcerer's list, so he actually has to specifically pick that spell as a sorcerer to cast it.
I mean, it's not a bad spell, but the sorcerer can take it just in case, unless one of you others want it.
The ranger is interested.
Okay, do you two want to roll for it?
Yeah, I'm interested in rolling.
Alright, just pop a d20 in there. Alright, so you get the rewards for a 2-hour adventure even though we played for 3, but give me a break. We had a bunch of people that, you know, are a little newer to this style of play in Roll20. I shouldn't have anticipated the style that I was used to. I learned a lot from this and I appreciate y'all's patience. Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Good.
Yeah, it was good. Can you give the numbers again on the...
Sure. So I am gonna just trust Titan's information that it's... So I believe that probably since it is technically a Season 8 adventure because it was released after Season 8 started, that would be true if anything. So it should be 2 treasure advancement points and 2 character advancement points or milestone points.
But the 2 and 2 is regardless. It's whether or not it had objectives.
Oh, there are no objectives in this one. So then there
it's
would
2
be...
and 2.
So it is
It's
2
just
and 2.
2 and 2.
Okay.
It's 2 and 2.
Okay, 2 and 2.
The Season 8 DDALs have objectives and bonus objectives.
Got it. And...
Renown?
Renown, yes. There is still Renown, technically. I don't know how it works, but I believe you still get
Something
one.
about the background.
Yeah.
Renown functions like once you get a total of 4 advancement points, you get 1 renown. So if you don't get to a max of 4 with this adventure, then you wait until you get the next 2 more that you need.
Okay, so you
And
get
downtime-
one.
Downtime is 5 every 2.
One each, unless one of you is a faction member, and then if you have the faction agent background, you'd get 1 more for being either the Emerald Enclave or the Zentarum.
Oh shoot, I do have faction agent, but I'm Lord's Alliance.
Well, that is too bad. I didn't even do the faction tie-ins, but they both had goals in stopping the corruption. So
if anyone's interested, braces of archery are on table
A?
And
F.
Okay.
Foxtrot.
And lastly, for my question, I didn't get your DCI number on the home screen.
Well, let's go back to the home screen, shall we?
Did anybody else want the lesser restoration? Because I rolled a d20 in the chat.
I see that.
I'm good. I don't need it.
Yeah, I don't need to do that.
Figured it'd be nice to have it on a ranger because I don't get as many spell slots, but it actually is on my list.
So
Yeah, I didn't know it was on the ranger list.
Yeah, it's surprisingly on a lot of lists.
well, I had a good time too. Oh, go ahead.
And Spencer, you need my DCI number, don't you?
I don't know. I mean, I know there's a new system to keep track of player DCI numbers, but for this, I don't care. Like, if that invalidated this session, that's fine. But tracking all of your DCI numbers would be a hassle. You feel free to drop them in if you've got them in print and you can copy paste them, but you know. I know they fill them out at local game stores, but I don't know.
I got a question. Does that braces of archery, does it have any like descriptive or fluff or anything to it on the module, or is that something we're gonna have to wait for until the certs come out?
I was kind of sad about that too, because I always like running the Black Road because those ones have a little bit of fluff. These ones, and I think that's pretty common with the CCCs, although I have seen custom items in these before. These ones are just normal. I am saying that when people involved in the creation of this are watching.
That means I just have to wait until I see the cert, basically.
How many
They,
experience?
they leave it to the cert then.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you need the cert?
No, I meant the cert will if it's not listed in the module, it's gonna be in the cert, unfortunately, and I'm gonna have to wait until that shows up then.
Got it. Yeah, that's the direct description, which is just the generic one.
Oh, there
So-
it is. That's there. That's secure letter bracers with images of arrows. That's pretty cool.
Okay, I thought, yeah. So anyway, there you go.
Yeah, not all of them are gonna be mechanically like useful in any way, but
Yeah,
like,
so-
I just wanted to see what they
So
look
you can
like.
all draw, like if you're all using like adventurersleaguelog.com or something like that, you can throw that in the note, you know, so that you can remember which one it was.
So if I buy these bracers, they're gonna have arrow pictures. Cool.
Cool.
I like that.
Anything else I'm forgetting? I am very forgetful, so you gotta call me out on
Experience
it.
points?
Well, so there's now just character advancement points, or whatever they're
How's
called.
that work exactly? Like,
I'll
pull up the rules.
Yeah.
So if it's
I'm
2,
gonna-
so we're gonna be, if we're level 1, that means we're level 3?
No, if we're level 1, we're still level 1.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You need
to play-
4 to get to level 2.
You play 2 more hours.
I'm signing out here, guys. It's 4 in the morning. on
Yeah,
my side.
sorry, I know that
But
you're. Thank
thanks
you
for
for
running.
staying up late. Sorry, buddy.
Okay, thanks for running.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
So tier 1, it takes 4 advancement points to get to gain a level. Tier 2 and up, it's 8. So it flattens out progression pretty much.
Yeah, somewhat. So you don't hop to like level 3 after your first level 1 game, which used to be the case quite often.
At 4 in
Yeah, I
the
can
morning,
feel
where's
it.
that guy live?
He
He
lives
lives
London.
in London, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Anyways, I gotta sign off here too. See
Okay.
you guys
Well,
later.
thank you all for
Alright.
playing.
Spencer, has the information for tomorrow's game gone out yet?
I don't know if there's the room in there. I'll drop it to you. Does anyone else playing? Does anyone else sign up for my game tomorrow?
Titan.
All my games are full. Apparently, I was very popular, even though there were other games open. So that was cool.
2-hour game on a weeknight.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sorry
That's
that this
always
one went to
helpful.
3, but now that you all know a little bit more about, I mean, I'll try to make sure other people are prepped this time, but
No, it's all good.
yeah.
But yeah, 4-hour games on a weeknight can be rough.
Yeah, I was just so used to drop-in games. Okay, so tomorrow is Cairns of Rot, which I actually also did a video of me making this one, and it was a lot clumsier. I'll get you the link for this.
Yeah, you kind of get spoiled by Guildhall and getting used to players who always know how online works.
Yeah.
When you run on there, and then when you run in the game in a con like this, it's like you get a lot more new players or players who just don't play online all that often. And yeah, that's been my experience when doing these two.
All
I mean,
right.
for me, it's practice because I'm actually starting to run a game for my group.
So who needed a link?
I did. I don't know if you want.
And Ty? Okay. Let me get in here. All right, and anyone's welcome to get out of here. I know you all want to go watch, TV, whatever. Wait, did I send it? If I sent it to Colorado and I wasn't supposed to, then my bad.
That's the right one. That's the right
Okay.
one.
All right, have a good one, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
See ya.
Take it easy.